Hi, and welcome.
Olivia was 32, graceful, thoughtful, with a voice that felt like warm tea on a cold evening. She lived in a small coastal town, in a white house with blue shutters, and she had been married to James for 9 years. James was quiet, kind, the sort of man who always brought her coffee in bed on Sundays, or at least that's who she thought he was. The first sign came in spring. A message on his phone, short and sharp like a paper cut. "Last night was perfect. When can I see you again?" It was signed with a single letter, E. Olivia didn't cry. Not that night. She sat by the window, watching the moonlight slide across the water, and something inside her went very still. Instead of confronting him, she became softer, sweeter. She kissed him goodbye every morning, cooked his favorite meals, laughed at his jokes a little longer than usual. James believed he was safe. He believed she knew nothing. For weeks, she watched him, the way he smiled at his phone, the way he left the room to take calls. She memorized every detail, not out of obsession, but because she was planning something delicate. By midsummer, she had written him a letter, not an angry letter, not a bitter one. It was tender, almost like a love note. In it, she told him that she knew, that she understood his restlessness, that she wanted him to be happy, truly happy, even if it wasn't with her. She told him she forgave him and always would. The last page was the most important. It listed the name of the woman, the dates, the places, every secret he thought was hidden. And beneath it, a quiet line. "I'm leaving this here because love should never rot in the shadows. By the time you read this, I'll be gone." She placed the letter on his pillow, pressed a single lavender flower between the pages, and walked out of the house. James came home at dusk. The house was warm, smelling of rosemary and bread she had baked that morning. The table was set for 2, candles ready to be lit, and on the bed, the letter. By the time he finished reading, she was already on a train heading north, her suitcase at her feet, the sea disappearing in the window. She had transferred the deed of the house to her name months earlier, sold it that afternoon, and left the proceeds in her own account. There was no yelling, no revenge in the loud, destructive sense. Only the quiet, perfect ending of something he never thought would end. For the rest of his life, James would remember not the betrayal he committed, but the unbearable gentleness of the woman who walked away without slamming the door. And he would never forgive himself for how softly she let him go.